Picture this. The Mediterranean sun blazes over a small ship packed with aid, bound for Gaza. On deck stands Greta Thunberg, her braids unmistakable, her resolve unshaken. Suddenly, an Israeli patrol boat appears, loudspeaker blaring. The show is over. The internet erupts. Greta versus the IDF? It's the viral crossover nobody saw coming. The story had everything: a global icon, a military standoff, and a backdrop of decades-long conflict. Social media painted it as a cinematic showdown. Greta, the fearless activist, facing down warships. The alleged IDF quote, "The show is over," only fueled the drama. People weren't just reading news, they were watching a spectacle unfold. The narrative was so compelling it barely mattered if it was true. Supporters saw Greta's courage. Critics called it a stunt. For everyone else, it was just another wild headline in a chaotic world. The story became a blank canvas for outrage, support, and endless shares. It was designed for virality, not for truth. But was any of it real? So, who is Greta Thunberg? She's the Swedish activist who sparked a global climate movement by skipping school to protest outside parliament. Her blunt, science-driven message made her a hero to some, a target to others. Greta's activism has grown. She now speaks out on issues beyond climate, including the Middle East. She's shown solidarity with Palestinians, fueling both support and controversy. This context made the Gaza rumor believable. Greta challenging a blockade fits her public persona. She's known for bold, symbolic actions like sailing across the Atlantic to avoid flying. So the idea of her on a Gaza-bound ship wasn't a stretch for many. The rumor was tailored to her image, fearless, direct, and unafraid of confrontation. In the world of social media, a believable lie can be more powerful than the truth. That's why this story caught fire. Why is sailing to Gaza such a big deal? Since 2007, Israel and Egypt have enforced a strict blockade on Gaza, controlling all access. Israel says it's for security, to stop weapons reaching Hamas. The coastline is patrolled and unauthorized ships are seen as threats. Past attempts to break the blockade, like the 2010 Mavi Marmara incident, ended in deadly confrontations. Activists see these missions as civil disobedience and humanitarian aid. Israel sees them as security risks. Every attempt becomes a media event, drawing global attention. The Israeli Navy insists all aid must go through approved land crossings. Any ship trying to bypass this is met with force. Into this tense environment, the Greta rumor landed, a perfect storm for viral drama. So, was Greta really detained by the IDF? No. There's zero credible evidence, no news reports, no statements, nothing. The story was pure fiction, yet it spread like wildfire. How? It started with a single sensational post, maybe a tweet, maybe a meme. The story was emotionally charged, triggering admiration, anger, or ridicule. Social media algorithms amplified it, rewarding engagement over accuracy. Lies that confirm biases travel faster than boring truths. As the rumor spread, it gained legitimacy. People saw it everywhere and assumed it must be true. This is social proof in action. If everyone's talking about it, it feels real. The Greta story became a masterclass in modern misinformation. It preyed on emotions and exploited the architecture of our digital lives. The line between rumor and reality blurred, and for a moment, fiction became fact. The fake news triggered instant, polarized reactions. Supporters rallied behind Greta, trending hashtags and sharing art of her defiance. Critics mocked her, calling it a naive stunt or a publicity grab. The headline became a weapon, used to praise or attack, regardless of the truth. Few paused to ask, is this real? In our fast-paced media world, outrage comes before fact-checking. The story became a Rorschach test for people's beliefs about Greta and the conflict. The lesson? We must be more discerning, skeptical, and slow to share. Misinformation spreads because we let it. The truth may be less dramatic, but it's what matters most.